good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Player Worn Podcast. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that is good. That's good. What is going on today? It's a fabulous day, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Had a decent day today. I'm drinking some coconut oolong.
I don't know what that is. I don't know. Some sort of hippie stuff. That sounds good. Whatever it is.
I drink coffee in the morning, but later in the day or evening, I don't want to drink.
It gets you too jacked.
It's got caffeine in it. Oolong's got caffeine in it. But
Oolong?
it's like mellower.
Is that like a mata?
Hey, you want to try it?
No, I'm good. I don't really drink coffee. I mean, you hit me with a Red Bull, full strength, none of that, sugar-free stuff no more. We go full on, I used to be a rock star with the rock star. Yeah.
For logo?
Yellow, no. Yellow Pain, that one, the yellow lemonade. But no, there's a lot of stuff popping off right now. This has been a crazy week. I mean, I've never, seen so much sports card stuff and just news about sports cards and life. There's some huge action going on right now. The trade deadline for basketball is in 2 days, which that is like last year was one of the biggest trade debacle scandals, whatever you want to call it, when they traded for Luka Doncic from the Mavericks over to the Lakers. So now it's like, just like every year, we have to go more, give me more. So this year, now it's like these huge trades are going down. So right now, just today, James Harden just got traded over to Cleveland, which I don't really get that. So he's going from LA out to Cleveland. Not really the time. You ever been to Cleveland?
I don't think so.
No. I haven't either. My family, my father grew up there.
I don't think I've ever been to Ohio before.
Yeah, I haven't spent a lot of time out there. My dad said it's cold. Yeah, he was like, don't go there. It's cold. So we've got James Harden. There's all this talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo getting traded somewhere, but they haven't said where. Anthony Davis, who was in the Luka trade debacle from the previous year, has been traded again to, I believe, the Wizards. I think here I gotta check that, but yeah. So that's what's happened in the last 2 days, which is okay. Here we go. Yeah, he's been traded to the Wizards. Jaren Jackson Jr. has gone to the Jazz. Kobe White over to the Hornets, and then there's some other like nobody nothings going on. Harden got traded for Darius Garland, which is interesting. But why'd you want to leave LA to go out there? I don't get that personally. The dude's played for every team though in the book. Some of these guys, it's just like, I mean, how many teams can you play for? Pretty much every one.
They've been around the block.
Oh, dude, it's like I don't get it. I mean, that would be kind of weird. I guess when you're making that much money, does it really matter?
Right.
I mean, like if you're going to a different team every year, and you're making 15, 20 mil or whatever, I mean, I'm sure you probably don't care.
Right.
Some other stuff that's been going on though is the Pac-Man debacle which you've seen all of. I'm sure people at home, if you haven't seen it, I mean, you've seen this stuff,
yeah,
right?
I think I sent it to you, right?
Yeah, and I mean, if you follow sports card stuff at all on like YouTube or social media, there was no escape from Pac-Man popping off.
No, I mean, because someone like me who's like new to this, that was the first thing I saw when I got on YouTube the other day.
Oh man, and it's good stuff. You know what I mean? It is. The thing that I noticed, I mean, what'd you think of it, first of all, being an outsider to this? Like, what were your thoughts when and we can play a little clip of this right here. We'll take a little moment to play the clip, right? Yeah, I mean,
it was just embarrassing. It was just like embarrassing. Like, what a
wow!
Like, it was, yeah. He's just out of touch. Is the
oh
word
my
that
goodness?
I would have is he's out of touch.
I mean, and how do you get like that far off? And for what he's asking, okay. Now let's break this down a little bit. Tops midnight, okay? He's got 10 cases of it, right? It's $800 a box. I believe there's 10 or 8 boxes in the case.
So like $6,400 to
8,000. Let's just say 8 G's.
A case.
Yeah,
right.
so that's $80,000 of wax on the table. First of all, $80,000 of trading cards, and that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and that's the thing is I've been so desensitized to it. Like, I tell this to other people that aren't, and they're like, how do you get $80,000 in sports cards? And I just like, whatever, that's normal. You know what I mean? Crazy. I'm not buying it. But, and then he's like trying to push this spot for Dylan Harper, which has become a big thing now. Like, for like, I think it was listed at like $9,999. And then he slashes it down to 5 G's. And he's like, well, how can you not do this? This is a guarantee. I'm not going to use the G word. Yeah. And it's like, dude. And the best part though is when he's like, okay, no one, I don't care if you're broke. I don't care. Get out of here. Like,
no one wants to hear that in the chat.
All the people in the chat, stop talking about that. It's just like, dude. And what's funny about it is that, I mean, the dude has been so vanilla, like his whole thing. But I've seen his breaks before, and I've actually popped in, and I've been astounded by the amount of money flowing through this dude. It's crazy, man. Like when he does a break on there, that break, somebody had said, and I don't know, allegedly, you know, whatever, that break, he raked in about 200 grand on that break. And I mean, that's an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
That's a house, or at least a nice down payment on a, you know what I mean? Not a house, but you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money, dude. And to be rolling in that in a couple hours and he's bitching about it.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, where are we at here, folks?
I mean, even if he pulled off 200 and he had to subtract his 80 that he put into it, that's still like,
that's a lot of bank.
You're complaining about being on here for 2 hours
to make that kind of money, to make 120 grand minus fees, like
exactly. You're like,
that's
come
like
on,
60 grand an hour.
I can't be making less than 60 grand an hour here.
I mean, what are we? That's at a point when have we got to the edge of this shit where it's like, excuse my language, but like
peak whatnot.
I mean, like, have we really pushed it that far to where it's like I've been desensitized to it because these guys, like, this is happening all the time on Whatnot, and finally, like, somebody. I mean, I've seen dudes in breaks yell at this chat over $20, not $5,000. Like, get angry, shut down the thing, throw things, throw a temper tantrum, all that stuff for a lot less money than that. And the Pac-Man just, I don't know, you know, and I don't want to keep on beating a dead horse because I know everybody and their mom has made a YouTube story about this. And that's the other thing where it's like, man, the piling on of this stuff, it's like, okay, you know, one video, I get it, 2, 3, but like, dude, the whole feed is just like people, you know, and I get it, you want to put in your 2 cents and stuff, but I mean, and then I'm doing the same thing though, right? Essentially, but no, we don't have a thumbnail that's like Pac-Man. And like, I mean, I would get the Pac-Man, like the character, and have him being like smashed or something like that.
And,
like,
I mean, even just the name, you're looking into getting a lawsuit or something.
Yeah, right?
Some
Isn't that a
desist.
Yeah, dude? Like, I could see if Atari or something or Midway Games reaches out.
He spelt it differently with a CK.
Oh man, but yeah, so that was, you know, that's been big news.
So this last week, I mean, I've been just paying attention to like the crypto and gold and silver markets.
That crypto's been tanking hard, hasn't it? Yeah.
Well, and gold and silver tanked.
Really?
So gold got up to, I don't know what gold tanked down to, but like, you know, silver had just gotten up to 125 an ounce, which is like unheard of. Like, it's never been that high before.
Yeah. And then it fell?
It went down to $75 overnight. And so
what?
Yeah, and so I mean that's like
for silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it lost like over 30%.
Just like that.
Yeah.
How does
and I mean, and all those other markets too.
Wow.
So, but what I want to know is like, is cards in its own bubble so much like detached from that, or would it have a slower like okay, let's say other markets tank, would it be that fast to affect cards, or is cards collectors kind of like in their own bubble where they're just like, it's so speculative? And like,
I mean, think about this though, like when COVID, did just sports cards go up in value? No, like people were, I mean, video games, Like, think about that. You know, anything. I mean, dude, I think they were selling like old iPhones became collector's items, and like people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when everybody's rushing in, and like, dude, everything is popping. Like right now, a huge thing, and I don't know anything about this, One Piece, which is a TCG card game. Yeah. Have you seen this?
Well, I saw that video of that guy that sold off his, was it football card collection to that other collector? That guy like drove out to his house and bought his entire collection, which he had only sold 2 or traded 2 cards in his entire time collecting, and he had just bought like specific cards, and he sold his entire collection. I think people were saying like,
what was this on?
I don't know.
Okay.
I wish I would.
For context, because
some famous, influencer.
Is it probably a Chasing Cardboard or something where those guys that
I don't know. But this
they
guy
buy collections.
He went out to buy this guy's collection and check it out and saw it all. And the guy was getting out of sports cards. Sold his entire collection for I think 70. He was trying to get him to 65, and he said 7. I'll take 70 for it.
70,000.
70,000. But everyone else was like, that was crazy. That collection's worth easily 140, right?
Okay, so double his money.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of work that goes into that too.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like if he's gonna actively sell all that stuff, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. So, but what was crazy is that he was like, "Well, what are you going to do now? Like now that you're out of cards, are you out of cards completely?" And he was like, "Well, no, I'm getting into something that's that's like super new. Like no one's on this tip yet." And he was like, "The One Piece." And he's like going like all in on that, I guess.
I mean, people, dude, I've heard of One Piece. It's been around for a minute, you know?
It has.
Yeah, and I mean,
and then it got like what, a Netflix show or something.
Who wants just One Piece? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, I get it. But if
it's a one of One Piece. Then.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not that familiar. It's like a more graphic Pokemon or something. I mean, it all comes, or Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever.
It's a game based on a show.
Yeah. Right? Okay.
With characters that.
So I speaking of like games and shows, I did a little, looking around, because I started thinking like, what is going on with sports cards, and I decided to take a little gander and see what was happening over in the world of my favorite company trying to redeem themselves. To me, is Fanatics on Fanatics Live, which is the competition of Whatnot, because we're going to go into a whole Whatnot thing and talk about Whatnot a little later. We got some interviews, some good stuff, but I wanted to see like what makes the other side tick. What's going on over there? And I did find some stuff, and I've got some video for you. So this is something I saw that was really big over on the Fanatics Live site, and I'm gonna show this video to you here, and then we can. Let me see which one. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna put this up here. So this guy is ripping it's an Insta Rip pack. Damn. So people pay money for this, and it's an actual real card that they're getting out of here. And this is here. I gotta turn this fool down. So, they call it a repack product, which it's a mystery bag or a mystery box. Okay. You know what I'm saying? They tried to fancy it up and call it a repack right now. No, dude, mystery bags or boxes have been around for days. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like last year, what got us so normalized into this as a society is, we love gambling. Gambling's on everything. But also, are you familiar with Labubu?
I mean,
Labubu?
Yeah, my daughter has 2 of them. I have one.
You have one?
I have one.
All right, we're done.
No,
we're done.
No. Mine's a Bubalo, which is it's like a Lafufu. It's like a knockoff Labubu.
A Lafufu.
Right? Yeah, Lafufus are knockoff Labubus. And so my daughter came home from school the other day. She just turned 9. She's in 3rd grade, and she was like, this is right before Christmas. And she had already told us like everything she wanted for Christmas. and I had already gotten those things.
They got to her.
And all of a sudden she's like, Papa, I need a Labubu for Christmas. And I'm like,
Jesus.
nah, I already got you everything. You're not getting into Labubus. Because I seen the South Park on, I don't know, have you seen the South Park?
No, I haven't, but I'm sure it's great.
It's
I can only imagine, yes.
So anyway, yeah, she guilt tripped me into getting her a Labubu or two. I mean, I got them for Christmas, and I actually spaced them out. I gave one to her for Christmas and then one for her birthday.
So was it the blind box that she got to open where you don't know which
I ordered them
you're getting?
Straight from Pop Mart, which is like I use the Pop Mart app, so it's like they're legit, you know.
Yeah, so you're not getting a backdoor back alley Labubu.
Here's what's hilarious is like the only way that you can tell they're real is because of the tag, but like my daughter's got this weird thing where she hates tags on like clothes. It's like you got to cut the tags off your underwear. You got to cut them off. There's nothing wrong
with that. You know, these fools they wear the tags still on their hats and stuff. You know, I know you know what I'm talking about. I can't stand that.
I cannot resell her clothes to use clothing stores because it doesn't say the size on it.
Oh, you mean the inside tag, not like the sticker that says New Era.
No, the size tag. That
I got you. Yeah, you can't cut those off. Yeah, I get it.
I have to cut them off all of her clothes.
You don't have to. It's a child. You can tell them. Wear it if okay, well, you don't have to. But anyways,
so she gets this Labubu.
Yes,
and that she insisted on being legit, not a Lufufu,
not a Le Pop Mart. Or
first thing she does is she's like, Papa, can we cut the tag off of it?
You know, does it have to keep the tag on to make sure it's certified?
It like has a QR code. This is the only way to tell that it's real. Basically, is this tag, and if you cut the tag off of it, it's definitely zero value.
Oh no!
You know? So it's just like, ew.
So you cut it off?
Yeah, man.
Why didn't you tell her? Oh man. I mean, like, how much? Just out of curiosity, so how much did these Labubus cost you?
They weren't much. It was like $40 each or something.
Like, it's like a rust troll, right? Remember those trolls with the little hairs?
No, they're a little bigger. They're like this big.
And they have that demonic face on them. They are tools of Satan.
And that's what the whole South Park episode is about.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, look at that. I'm like,
they do this ritual with them. It's hilarious. So mine that I got was because I was searching for a Labubu, and I'm like, well, what if I just get her a Lafufu and like,
do the old switcheroo?
I was looking on like
Facebook
Marketplace.
She knew. They've trained him well. They've trained him.
Yeah, so I found this one that was like the site Labubulo or something.
Labubulo?
No, Bubulo.
The Bubu Bungalow?
They sell outfits for the Labubus that are like, you know, like a tennis outfit.
What am I
sunglasses.
doing with my life,
Dude, the sunglasses for the Labubus are like $6 for a pair of sunglasses. They're like this big, you know.
Do they have a prescription? Like in case
no, but they're like designer sunglasses, but they're this big.
Gosh.
And then they've got whole outfits.
So they got like the Gucci, the Versace.
Yeah, exactly. And these outfits are like $40 just for an outfit for one Labubu, right? But they had this one Labubu that was like all black with honestly, like its face looks like straight up blackface.
Oh, whoa.
But its whole fur is black too.
Okay.
But it's like, and it's just, I don't know.
These are demonic little toys.
I saw that one and I'm like, and it was only like $20 or something. I'm like, okay.
And that was the knockoff?
I'm getting the blackface Bubalo.
So you got the knockoff?
I got a blackface Bubalo.
A Bubalo?
Yeah, that's mine.
So what do you do with it though?
I mean, just some rituals, you know.
No, but I mean, do you pray to it before dinner or before bed, or you put it like on your belt?
It's my talisman. I hang it by the bed and
Oh man, well,
stick some pins in it.
So how does this relate to these guys ripping these packs? Well, so I sat here and I watched this video for a couple minutes.
What is going on in this video?
So in this video, these guys, people are paying money to rip these. Yeah, I know. Okay, so they're paying money to rip these packs. They're called, what is it called? I know, Insta Rips. Okay. So they're made by Fanatics, all right? And there's a checklist.
They're virtual?
Yes.
Dude, I thought I saw something about that.
Yes, so what they do is they actually have the physical card somewhere in a laboratory or whatever, in a vault, they keep them, right?
Yeah.
And then they make a checklist for each one of these series, which, okay, I'll give them credit. At least they're making a checklist. How accurate it is, I don't really know. But I watched this one, right? So it starts off with like 100 cards or whatever, right? Okay. On the checklist, right? Yeah. And it was $150 a pop. There were also ones that were $1,000 a pop. Some guy was buying. I was like, this is nuts. But I watch these guys rip the $150 basketball Insta rips, right? Okay, I watched them rip about 12 of them. All right, 150 a pop. So it was about, whatever that is. That's about $1,800. Okay, I didn't see a card more than about $120 come out of that. And these guys just kept on ripping them. And I was like, what? Like how? And I even chimed in the chat, and I'm like, so what is the allure here?
Yeah.
And they have like the chases, and then there's the Grail, which is the top one. And there's like 4 cards
but you never get a physical card, like as a buyer.
You can. So here's the deal. If you want the card, you have to request it, and then they'll ship it to you, which costs more money. Most people, from my understanding, what they do is they go on there, they rip that shit, and then they go, oh, I got this $50 card that I just paid $100. If I trade that back in, they'll give me $50 of credit, and I'll buy another.
Right.
And so it just compounds, and these guys keep on going and going, and at the end of the day, you got this bill on, and even one guy's like, oh, my Amex is almost maxed out. Like, and I'm just like, no, don't. Why is this guy encouraging this? Like, oh my goodness gracious, man! The amount of money the dude spent, he could have bought some really dope cards. And what the killer to me was the Grails or the top chases, which he didn't hit, by the way. He had one chase, which was like $150 card. So he got his money back one time in the whatever 10 or 12.
Wait, stop, pause.
Yeah.
What is a chase?
So the chase, okay, we got the chase are the good cards that you want. You've got the base set, which is like, so on this one, it was $150. I believe the base ones were anywhere from $40 to $60 or so right in there, cards, which I will say also, how they are valuing these cards, man, on the street or whatever, on the street.
Right, they're valuing them higher
I
than they
was like,
are.
dude, I wouldn't pay that for that card. No way.
Right.
Like, I was kind of a little shocked, but that's what I mean. So you had the chase ones, and then so you had the base and then the chase, and the chase ones were like basically getting your money back, maybe a little bit more, like $200 or so, and then you had the Grail ones, which were like $600 to $800 cards. So the most you're gonna do for $150 is maybe 5 or 6 times your money. But there's 100 spots and like 4 or 5 Grails in there. And it was just like, dude, what are we so used to as a culture? So that's where it comes back to me. Like, I know in sports cards, if you're opening packs and wax, it is so hard to hit. And it costs a lot of money. But we've become so used to it and so programmed that you're not going to hit. So they can make a product like this where you still get crap most of the time, but you're not spending as much money, because if you're going to buy a box of cards, you're going to be spending $600, $800, $1,000 for a box. And the odds of, like, I know we've seen the videos with the ROI and stuff like that where you're getting like maybe 30%, and that 1 or 2 lucky times out of so many, you do hit something good where you're like, oh yes, I made money or whatever. If you're just looking at it as value, which I know there's a lot of value that does come from the enjoyment of things, which I'm not discounting that or discrediting that, but from this, I don't see where that enjoyment value comes, because it's just some dude sitting there, and the guy was really nice about it. He's like, hey, come on, buddy, let's get the next one on here. 150, let's get it, buddy. And the guy picks a number, and then it's like random, boom, it goes, and then his card gets shown, and the card is not what he wanted, of course. Yeah, exactly. They should have had Sad Trombone. And Sad Trombone would have been worn the F out. If that's it, would have just been like a nonstop, like none all day, dude. And these guys just sit there. So like ATM, man.
Okay, so and this is on Fanatics, right?
Yes, this was on the Fanatics Live, and there were multiple.
When did Fanatics Live start?
I want to say it's been around for a minute.
And is it like Whatnot where people have their own channels?
Yes, so Whatnot, but it's different in the way that Fanatics Live is a lot more particular. Not anyone can stream. Like on Whatnot, like right now, we could get you by the end of the show up and streaming.
Well, so
on Whatnot, on Fanatics Live, it ain't gonna work like that.
Right,
It's an application process. You have to have, backup. You have to have a designated amount of shows. Blah blah blah.
So that brings me to, because we still haven't touched on those like Fanatics leaks. Right, that have been all over the news. That's like a whole nother thing.
That's another thing.
And I don't need to like get, we don't need to. That's already been
right.
There's 100 million videos you can watch on that this past week.
And and if you don't know, like, just look around.
But a couple questions that I have,
of course,
from learning about that, right, was, it sort of had like a schedule of these top affiliated breakers, right? They were like, these are our top breakers.
Yep.
And then it sort of showed like a schedule of like, these guys are going at this time. Was that because it was part of an event from like last July? Because that wasn't current. It was from like from last year.
Yeah.
Was that from an event? Like, what was up with the schedule? Was that for Fanatics Live?
That was that schedule was for at the National.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so they have this event every year, the National Card Expo, and that's sense. Where they were meeting with all those individual breakers or whatever to target, and then that internal memo that was leaked where this is why we like them, this is what they're doing with us, and this is how valuable they are to us.
Well, so one of the things that I noticed on there, I don't understand exactly what it means.
Yeah.
But there was a couple of the breakers where it said profit sharing.
Okay. And yes.
Like,
and
does that mean that Fanatics they sell these breakers boxes or cases, and then when they break them and then they have deals worked out, then all of a sudden Fanatics is making money on both the like wholesale end and the like individual card sale end?
So here's the thing is they have and somebody broke this down exactly how it worked or what their interpretation was. I don't know. It's allegedly, because I don't know exactly all the deals that they have, and I'm not their attorney, so I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like certain high target or high value people that sell a lot of money get different deals with them, where it's like I think they get fronted things, like it's like in the game.
That's what the profit sharing is like,
I don't know.
We'll give you all these cases, but you give us like 60% of your sales.
I don't know what kind of deals they're working. How exactly.
Dude, that all sounds. I don't know. I don't know if I was reading that right, but it kind of sounded shady from.
Dude, the whole thing is like. What they're leaving
it
off
sounded
there,
rigged. It sounded like the whole thing.
Oh man, what they're leaving off there is all of, dude. And the card industry is a lot of good old boys attitude. You know what I mean? And that's the way it's been. And that's the way clearly it's going to keep on going. That is what it is. It's hard for people to break into the industry. You have to have a really good like following or whatever on a platform like this. What Fanatics has done right from a business perspective, if they've insulated, like they have cornered the market, dude. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty wild because like these instant rip packs, I saw there were at least 3 different breakers on the Fanatics live site at that same time, all ripping these insta rips. So that means they all had their own sets that they're ripping, right. And it's like, oh my gosh, dude, these guys are just making money like hand over fist. Because think about it, they're charging those breakers fees to sell on their platform, ripping their product that they sell to them.
And is it actually, are people, can you see from watching it, people are actually paying for this stuff?
Oh yeah.
It's not like no one's buying it.
Oh no, dude, I saw it ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. It's like, and there's not like, they don't auction these off at $1. Okay, that's the other thing. From what I saw, they're selling them. They're $150 a pop. There were some that were $75 a pop on the low end, but nobody was buying those. There was some dude in there buying $1,000 ones and bought like 3 or 4 of them. And I looked it up, and he didn't hit $1,000 card and all those things. I was like, dude, that guy just spent $4,000 and got maybe $2,000 worth of cards, right? Like that.
It's eerily similar to NFTs, kind of, or it's got.
It's got a lot of. It's got any NFTs. Carnival game, right. Kind of just. I mean, like I said, we've been conditioned to this, and to where this is normalized now, and in a way. And I don't. I mean,
kind of. I think people are wary of any kind of digital assets after all the NFTs tanked.
This is, though, and then their argument, I'm sure, would be, well, it's not just a digital thing. You can actually get the cards sent to you.
That's for sure.
I don't know. Did I buy any? No, hell no. I'm not going to do that.
I mean,
you know?
like when
I thought about it for a minute.
When I think
but
about
didn't.
it, when I think about it now, that's actually not such a bad idea because it's like
it's great.
if you buy a pack of cards or a box and you open it and you've got all these cards, then you have to deal with all the
garbage
selling,
base and stuff. Yeah,
like selling all that stuff that you don't want. So
100%.
it's like if it's all done there for you and you can just digitally just be like throw it back into the pot and recoup something so you don't have to deal with any of that, and then just
I'm
get
sure
the cards that you actually
enjoy.
want sent
But
to you.
see, that's the thing is, get the cards that you actually want.
If you are actually going to,
I mean, think how much money, first of all, you would have to spend to get something you want.
Right,
number one,
right.
I mean, I personally like they have. I know a lot of people, and this is, I've heard some people say it's really smart to use like these vault things. And because you could operate a full business just running a vault thing and never touch a card. You never even see some of your cards. You could buy them.
People run these vaults? What
Yeah.
are companies?
So the companies have vaults, right? eBay and PSA and all that jazz. They're all every time when you grade cards with PSA, which like I have a bunch of orders right now in grading. When they are finished and you pay for them, of course. They give you the option.
Would you just store it for
Would you like to, rather than spend all that money to have it shipped to you, we can put it in the vault for free. Or that's one option. Option number two would be, would you like us to sell it for you on eBay on our PSA platform? You, of course, pay the fees, but,
what percentage do they take for
the standard eBay, I believe, where it's like 15%, 20%. It just depends. I haven't.
Dude, that sounds like a good deal.
No, I mean, I've gotten some crazy deals on the PSA eBay, buying off the PSA eBay page. I mean, yeah, if the right people are there and it's the right flavor of the week card, definitely. But in my experience, like, it's not. I gave them like a card that I didn't want, and I was like, oh yeah, put it on there, and they auctioned it off, and it went crazy low, and I was like, kind of shocked how low it went. I've sold cards back to PSA because that's another option. So if it's something that they want from you, they have a thing where their PSA authorized dealers. They'll, I guess, have a list of cards coming up, and then they'll see it and go, oh yeah, I want that one. And then they'll make you an offer. Right. Now with those offers, I've gotten some where I'm like, damn, this is basically the same as the value that I would get, except I don't have to pay any fees, which is the nicest thing about the PSA buying back your cards right off the jump is you cut fees out of the equation. It does get reported on taxes. Right. Because that's, they're going to get you somehow. But, oftentimes they will give you decent offers.
Isn't everything reported on taxes nowadays anyways?
I mean, card shows, a lot of people just do business at card shows. And it's cash.
Really? It's all Venmo, cash?
Well, or digital. Like,
Venmo,
but
cash out.
Cash, digital. Yeah. I mean, usually when I've done big deals at card shows, it's been cash money in hand.
Right.
Yeah, and like it's awesome. Like, somebody just stacks you out a bunch of $100. Like that's what it is. That's awesome, and I love it. And of course I report it. I report it on my taxes.
But like people who show up there with cash, are they just trying to like launder their cash into cards?
There's a bunch of people. Well, so check. This? Of course. Okay. So there's a lot of buying. So how do you think they get these instant rips? They have guys that are out buying at card shows, and they are just there to sell to Arena Club and Insta Rips and stuff like that. So those guys will buy out your whole table oftentimes. They'll buy everything if it's the right price, okay? Right. What the right price is, it depends on what it is, but most of the time, they're trying to get 80% of book value or below, but, of course, book value is subjective. It's always whatever price is the best for them is the one that they're going to say is the value. That's life, right? But yeah, so there's guys at card shows with cash money that are buying cards every weekend, traveling all over the country. That's like a job for some of these fools. Like they just go around, and I don't mean fools to knock them, like, because good for them, get your hustle on, you know? But it is strong. And what it's done is it's kept this business like, it's boosted it up a lot. Like these repacks, like people are like, oh no, this is trash, and I can sit here and bag on these Insta rips. But like, dude, the Insta rips have kept things like it's keeping things going a lot. You know what I mean? And it's keeping stuff getting turned over, and it keeps a lot of stuff moving. You know, I'm not gonna buy into it. You can if you want.
I mean, I just saw these videos of these dudes at these car shows, like selling their, or card shows, selling their sneakers or something, right?
Sneakers.
Yeah. I don't know if it was at a sneaker
show. They
have
sneaker shows. Oh yeah,
it was a sneaker show.
Yeah,
and this like questionable gentleman,
they
like
have fake ones or something.
No, he just like shows up. He's like how much for your entire booth? You know, and just pulls out just like a stack of stacks and stacks, dude.
Well, and that's the thing.
And it's like I was just like, that's,
dude, it's real. It's real. It's not like.
No, I know it was real, but I mean, I'm
wild.
just like, where, like, why does he have all that cash? Like,
dude,
that dude's
you
sketchy.
never, dude. Unexpecting people have. I mean, I've seen some of these dudes that are going and buying this stuff. Like, you'd never assume some of these people are buying cards and have tens of thousands of dollars to do it. I mean, recently I was just talking to my buddy in LA. Shout out to my boy Mina. Somebody got robbed outside of a show like a week or two ago in LA. Some kid got held up for a lot of money because he was in at the show buying tens of thousands of dollars of cards and flashing money or whatever, which, you know, by all means, do you. But be careful, man. Yeah. I mean, it's just like, this is the first one I've heard about recently, but like this has to be happening a lot. Like, and people like don't want to talk about it or whatever. But like, dude, with all the cats walking around with big bankrolls, and all these people aren't really like, we're not talking about dudes with like bodyguards. We're talking about, you know, little guys that, like, you know, they look young a lot of times. And, I don't know. I'm just personally, I wouldn't be carrying around that kind of cash. But people do all the time, and I see it regularly, and it's wild to me. Like, and I'm surprised this doesn't happen more often. Like, really.
It seems like there could be like safety regulations put in check where like, either you've got, I mean, I don't know how much, if like Uber's coming to the place, and then you've got like an extra service you could pay for where the card show has security.
The card show does have security
where they'll walk you to your vehicle.
So yes, and they do things like that. Yeah, like at the West Coast card show, like the Bourbon.
I was thinking Uber, so you wouldn't get your like card.
Some of the bigger shows, like they have security at the exits and everything, and it's full on, like real legit security. Because if something does, and stuff does pop off at shows, and I've seen people get arrested and stuff at shows. I've seen people get pulled out of shows because dudes are stealing stuff, and it's. I'm not going to say anything, but it does seem way more prevalent in the Pokemon industry. Like I don't know what it is, but the amount of,
you don't have numbered cards.
That's a good point, a very good point. It seems like that is way more prevalent, in my opinion, from what I see. Than in regular sports cards. The dudes are getting arrested, pulled out of there, and you see the videos all over the YouTube and stuff constantly, right? Yeah. But yeah, so the instant rips, I mean, I don't know if that's a buyer beware warning. It's just wild to me. It really is. That I mean, it's been around for a minute, Arena Club, but these guys are doing it like their stream. I don't see anybody on Whatnot doing this, like, because Whatnot doesn't have the technology. But since it's Fanatics, these guys are ripping. It's just like, how brilliant of Fanatics to be like cruel leaders of this world and just suck every dollar out of you. But you know what I'm saying? And it's not like in these packs that they're ripping, they're not Fanatics cards per se. They're older. Any card it's a graded card. Huh. You know, it's not like this is the brand new Topps Midnight. No, it's like Michael Jordan Fleer card or whatever. It's stuff that they're buying at card shows, putting it in there, scanning the card, digitizing the picture, and then they rip it. I mean, how do they keep all track of all that stuff? That's what I find that's probably like
AI.
Yeah, I guess so, right? But there's got to be like some glitches in that matrix. I got to figure, and I think we're going to find out in the future, like some people that find out little tricks or whatever, things that are going on with these algorithms on how they get the cards.
I wouldn't trust it. Just like I don't trust any of that like online gambling.
You know what was different that I noticed with the Insta Rips than the like the Arena Club? My understanding now is when they do the Arena Club, you just pick, you want the $100 one, and it just gives you a card. With the Insta Rips, they had numbers, and it was like 1 through 90. And you picked a number, and then that's the one you got. Yep. And so any one of them could be the Grail, and blah, blah, blah. It's I don't know. There's a video where the lovely Jeff Wilson is sitting down with, what's his name? Jim Rome. And he rips an Arena Club slab pack. What do you think Jim Rome hits? The $40,000 Michael Jordan rookie card, the biggest card in the thing. And it's like, he's like, I nailed the Grail. And it's just, how does this happen? And then that goes back to the whole Fanatics Breakers thing where you're seeing, that list of that data that was released. If you notice those top names, who are the guys ripping all the who's got the new Cooper Flag 101? Oh, right there. Who's got the, all the biggest cards are going, which I get it. Like, well, they're ripping the most product, but really? And I got respect for Boston Card Hunter because, in fact, I got some video from him that I want to show, some of this whatnot stuff, because he's been really aggressive, with some of this negativity and wild shit that's going on and whatnot, ripping it down and reporting it because some of the stuff is wild, man. I mean, it is. And, so props, but he also has come out and said, there's no way there's loaded boxes. The probabilities, and I'm like, dude, come on, man. I got respect for you.
So like the all of the ripping, especially the digital whatever stuff. It just seems so similar to all the I don't know, like the sports betting that's blown up in the last few years.
Fanatics has got their own gambling site too.
Well, and so what? So can we touch on what are you doing?
Oh, I was just gonna grab my drink right here. Hold on, I'm thirsty. I'm getting a little parched, baby.
Like maybe a month ago or something, you were like trying to sell me on because I'm a safe. I'm a safe. I basically don't gamble at all.
No.
I'm so safe with my investments and stuff. I mean, maybe if I had a bunch of I don't like even after I sold my house and I was like doing well, I wasn't about to start blowing it. But anyways, so you were trying to sort of sell me on you're like, man, you were showing me was it table tennis?
Oh, gambling, like, DraftKings and stuff,
Yeah. And you were like, I think I figured it out.
I'm always trying to crack the code, man.
Yeah, and you were in here for like an hour, like showing me, like, watch. Oh, wait, no,
crack the code, baby.
And then I think that night you lost money, but
I don't recall. I'm always trying to crack the code, though.
Have you continued doing that, or did you give up?
It became obsessive compulsive for me, and I was just like, dude, I can't keep doing this. Yeah. And I had to take a break from it, and I become obsessed with things and then cracking the code. Like, it gives me ideas, like where I'm like, oh, if they did it like that, well, then maybe I should do it like this, or and then it gives me thoughts, and then I usually try to execute these crack the code kind of gambling things, and then I lose, and then I'm like, oh, or maybe I win once or twice and then I'll lose.
Did you see Marty Supreme yet?
No, but I've heard good things.
I thought it was
excellent
great.
film.
I thought it was fabulous.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was engaging and like fun the whole time. Yeah. I mean, and I'm not like a. I mean, I used to like ping pong when I was a kid, but
ping pong.
I don't know. I mean, it's just fascinating and fun, and he's a great actor in it. Timothée Chalamet.
No, I heard that it was a really good film.
Yeah.
Okay, so the show that I watched today. Pablo Torre, who he's come out with some big exposés. He was the one who dropped recently the stuff where James Harden, or who was that? No, I mean Kawhi Leonard was getting the money from the Clippers owner, working for the business, getting paid $40 million to do nothing, planting trees or something. That side business was basically so they could cover up overpaying so the salary cap didn't get hit. Anyway, this guy Pablo Torre had this episode where it was NBA's top gambler on there. And this guy basically is a math dude who figured out like algorithms and stuff to predict the outcomes, the over and unders of basketball games, and like does the averages and stuff. So of course that gets me thinking like, okay, I like math, I like money, let's go. Like, and so then I started, getting like an Excel file of all the games and all the scores and start doing some math. So I'm gonna leave it like this. I did a little experiment right now. We're going to see how it does. But there's ways you can predict certain things on the outcomes of the over-under bet of the game.
You're going to be selling a course pretty soon.
No, there's guys that sell sports cards courses.
Math course.
Guys, that was a big thing for a while, and I haven't seen it in a minute. But before PSA really cranked down, which they've done, they've lowered the gem rate, which if you're not familiar with the website, gemrate.com, awesome information. It's free, but it shows you the gem rate of cards. So you can see, and when I say gem rate, I mean 10, right? And for a while, there was this guy, Eric Michael, I believe is his name, and the dude sold sports card class. You could be a part of his club, and you could pay this money. And basically what he did was he would pick sports cards and see, if you buy this card raw for $10, these are the ones that have the most margin created when you get a 10.
Right.
But what I think why I haven't seen these anymore is because PSA is tightened down, and the stuff that you used to get away with a little bit more, like centering off a little bit or this and that, you don't anymore. And everyone's gem rate has fallen significantly. So Eric Michael has head for the hills with his bag of money that he took from and these poor people that...
I mean, it was valid info.
At the time, maybe, but like, here's the thing, and this is one thing I've always seen in life, when it comes to investing, Wall Street doesn't like it when the common man starts making money. And when Main Street's making money, Wall Street's going to take it away from you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Casinos, they don't.
Whatever, like they're going to let you. And when they see everybody making money in stocks, they're going to rip that away from you. They're going to drop the ass end out, just like stuff with PSA. Too many people were making money off of it. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, let's tighten it down. And man,
it's kind of like
a lot of people have stopped grading.
It's kind of like I was watching some video the other day about this guy who I can't remember his name, but this locksmith guy that back in the 80s that figured out how to hack the slot machines.
Oh, I saw.
Did you see that video?
The hook and stuff?
Great video.
Oh, it's on you, dude. No, I watched it multiple times. It's awesome. That guy burns out and like he goes to prison and he gets the chick and stuff. Oh, it's so good.
But then the casinos would like sort of catch on to it.
They make it a little different.
These losses, and so then they were like, "Oh, we got to fix these machines," and they'd fix them, and then he would just like buy up one of those machines at an auction, tear it apart, and like figure out the new way. And then he had this like light wand,
the light wand,
thing, and it's like amazing that it took them so long to like catch him and catch on to it and figure it out.
And good on him. I mean, dude, it was kind of ingenious what he was. I mean, but it's basic, but not. And then he had the decoy woman and stuff there, so they wouldn't see him in the casino.
Right. But it's kind of similar to the guy you were just talking about like, he figured out a system for like gaming PSA or not gaming them, but like making the most money off of the
common man, grading cards, then, buying and grading them.
And then PSA is just like the casino coming in and being like, hey, what's going on here?
What, you guys are getting too many gems. We're pulling the plug on this.
Yep.
Any of these apps, once you start making money on them, you are done.
They throttle you.
You're done.
Like they cut you off, you get kicked off.
Yep. You get kicked off. Yeah. So if you're on these gambling apps, that's one thing they love you unless you're winning.
Dude, what was so crazy was the predatory nature of it. Right?
Oh, it's terrible.
Like people would literally take out second mortgages on their home to do betting, and then when their betting slowed down or when they started losing a bunch of money and they stopped,
they start messaging
they
them
started
and
calling them and shit.
Let me tell you something. Okay, so that leads into something with these arena club packs, which is the same as these instant rips. So this came out a little bit ago. Shout out to my guy Professor Sports Cards, because they showed this, and I believe it was Collector Charles, or they were talking about this one day. But these guys were getting emails from Arena Club being like, "Hey, what's going on? We haven't seen you in a while. Don't you want to buy it? Here's a discount for a couple packs." And they would have people like reaching out to these people, trying to get them to buy more Arena Club slab packs. So, I mean, there are benefits of these slab packs. Like you were saying, less waste, right? Instant outcome. You know what I mean? No physical interaction. But I mean, all those things are the things I enjoy with cards. I like to have the card. I like to fondle my cards. I like to be like Scrooge McDuck and DuckTales and have all the cards laying around.
But you're an old fart.
I'm a weirdo.
You're old school, man. Like all these kids, they're
like cards.
They
man.
grew up in digital world. And
speaking of, I was going to mention this too. Deals I've been having lately, man. I know last week we had the comps. We talked about that a bit. And I think something that I just really left off that I was thinking about is etiquette. Like just etiquette. Yeah. What comes along with all of that and all of this is like when you open up a conversation with someone, like just don't come in and offer like half of what the card's listed for as just, there's a lot of ways to go around things better. And I've just been dealing with some people lately on eBay. I wish they listened, where it's like, dude, the conversation is so much better started when it's like, hey, that's a nice card. Where do you have any room on this? Where do you think you can do? Or something like that rather than sending it off 40% of the price is listed for no reason out of the blue. And it's like, dude, do you not check the why? And that's that. I mean, think about that. When you come to the table and you've already poked the bear, you know what I mean? Yeah. You get a lot further with sugar than salt. So that was something I wanted to add on from last week.
It's these rich kids.
I get a lot of bosses that are doing a lot of dudes at Boss Talk. Boss Talk is definitely the bosses are coming on the low. Yeah. Bosses are coming on the low. So today has been awesome. I hope that Pac-Man finds his way. But I wanted to do one more segment, and
we can't. I thought about that. What you said. I don't think we can play that.
The music,
song.
right?
We can't
but what
play
if
the song.
But what if we
could sing it? We could sing it ourselves.
No. What if? No, I know there's got to be a cover or someone doing a cover of it.
I don't know.
Or you could play it for like 2 seconds, right? Can't you do? I know I don't want to do it, but we could be like, how can you do it? We need to talk to somebody, a legal person out there. But you can say the name of it and stuff. You just can't play the song, right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't think it really matters.
I can sing it, right?
It's not like our show's monetized at this point anyway. I was thinking about the future. I was like, I don't want to, let's do it. Let's roll it.
Let's roll it right now. Yeah. That's it. So, you can follow us, Player Worn Podcast, on YouTube, Instagram, everything, at Player Worn Podcast. We're out here. Check out on the YouTube page, too. There's like a whole discussion thread where you can comment about the shows. There's some polls on there, asking like how much Topps product do you plan on buying this week.
Feel free to send us an email also to
playerwornpodcast@gmail.com.
And shoot us any questions you got, or send us a message on Instagram, whatever. We're out here.
People are coming to me asking to be on interviews now. And that's
if you want to be on the show, hit us up. We just figured out
we're trying to work it out.
Zoom.
We're getting it all dialed. We're pretty booked up at the moment, to be real. But we're going to be working on it. We're working through. We're going to get there, and I appreciate everybody listening.
And by buying from Samuel's channels, it actually supports our podcast.
That's a good point. Whatnot user Samuel Lawrence, all one word, Samuel Lawrence. Instagram, Samuel Lawrence Collectibles.
DJ Samuel Lawrence.
Yeah, that's for a different show. But you know, if you ever have a bar mitzvah, you know, I'm out. That's it. Drop bar mitzvah on it. I'm out.
That's it.
Take care. Till next time. Stay
Peace.
heavy on that grind.